In fact, physicians have declared 2-year-old Israel Stinson brain dead. The toddler's parents insist he's alive. They posted this home video on YouTube claiming it proves their point.
Israel, baby, mommy's here. I'm going to tickle you one more time. Do it one more time. Do it one more time for Alexandra. There you go. There you go. Yes,
You seen it?
Yeah,
It's amazing,
and his
huh?
blood pressure's going up. Oh, you can hear mommy and you can feel mommy, huh? Israel, you gotta stop fooling everybody. How long is it gonna take, huh? Oh, I know you're gonna come out of this, baby.
Wow. Back with Anahita and Leo. Joining us via Skype, Gina Loudon, host America Trends on U2 America. She is a pro-life advocate. Anahita, we have been here before, you and I, whether it's Jahai, what's Jahai's last name? Jahai McGrath, or Bobby Christina Brown. I listen, I went over and over this. When somebody's brain is gone, it is gone. Why is it different than if I pulled the heart and lung out and just had it as a physiological prep? Why do people not understand this is a prep just like that?
Well, for two reasons. I think people want to believe in miracles. And then when you look at videos like that where the child or the individual reacts to touch, people believe it's the brain.
It's not,
but it's not the brain. It's a reflex.
It's an autonomic nervous system. It's the body that is disconnected from a brain that is dead. A pediatric specialist who works at the California hospital where Israel is being treated talked to a local CNN affiliate. Here it is.
It can look like twitches, it can look like muscle contractions, but unfortunately those are just reflexes. They're not coming from the brain because in brain death there's a cease of function, and unfortunately it's irreversible. It's very sad.
It's very sad. Leo, it's irreversible. What bothers me is this: if I were working on that case, I would see my job as getting those parents to the place of acceptance. Them hanging on to something that will never happen, as it never happened in the history of mammalian biology, will never happen, has never happened in the history of humanity, to allow them to sit and suffer with that for God knows how long, it would be, I couldn't stand it.
Well, look, Dr. Drew, I hate to disagree with you, but you're wrong. Not medically, but legally, because that's why this family is in federal court. There are some states, and as a lawyer, I'm looking at this, there are some states that said, hey, as long as there's a heartbeat, that child's alive.
So,
for example,
I take the heart out and the lung out, put it in a jar, then we're fine?
Well, I'm not saying, look.
We're fine then.
I'm not going to challenge medically, but I'm saying legally, that's why that baby is still in the capacity she's in right now, because a court has said, no, as long as she's had a heartbeat, they can pursue this. And that's in New Jersey, and that's the law.
I want to get Gina Loudon, you tell me what's your opinion on this. Is what is a life and what is not a life? I understand that there's legal protection of life. I'm all for that. But this is a physiology prep.
Well, brain death, as I understand it, is not a clinical diagnosis, but rather a medical opinion. And I understand they've had 3 of those, and this is a tremendously complicated situation. But Dr. Drew, this is a little bit personal for me. I actually adopted a little boy who had Down syndrome. He was on a feeding tube. He had failure to thrive. And they told me when I adopted him, I was signing a death certificate just so that he would have parents on his death certificate.
Gina, I'm going to interrupt you. I have to interrupt you. That is fantastically different than somebody coming to you and say, this is a dead person. That is somebody who's going to die, in their opinion, as opposed to somebody who is dead. There is a infinity difference between those two states. Infinity.
But the bottom line, Dr. Drew, and there are states that agree, and as your lawyer pointed out, the bottom line is it should be up to the parents. It is not up to the state to decide.
You know what?
That's not necessarily true, though.
Well, but I'm sympathetic to that.
Yeah,
I'm sympathetic to that. But here's, I like the way Gina framed this. It's about parenting rights, right?
It's parenting rights and the law. I mean, you cannot, your medical experience and expertise cannot trump the law. The law is very clear.
I listen, but here's my problem.
Okay.
You kind of missed it last time I stated it. The problem is getting these parents who are entitled to their parenting privileges. I believe in protecting those, but the job of the professionals should be to get them to the point of acceptance of managing reality on reality's terms.